Can you talk a little bit about your path into accounting, even before you came to the University of Utah?
Okay. I had an interesting path. I had a bachelor degree in biology too.
Yeah.
I initially wanted to be a doctor, but I guess I later found out it's not for the faint of heart. I did biology, and then towards the end of like my senior year, I was like, oh, like, am I going to go to medical school? And being an international student, it was harder, like loan purposes to go to school. So I was like, dang it, I need to find like a major that will get me a job, job security kind of thing. And so I happened to just have a friend that was in accounting, and I have a little background in accounting. So I was like, I'll just take one class just to see, kind of gauge a feel of how it's like to take accounting. I haven't taken accounting in the US. Mind you, this is just accounting background in Tonga, where I'm from. And so I went to class, and I just love accounting. And top it off, I had wonderful professors that kind of like believe in me more than I believe in myself. They told me like I'm really good in accounting. So I'm like, maybe I should just major in accounting. So because I was almost finishing up my biology, I'm like trying to finish up all that accounting degree in like 3 semesters for job security purposes. And so after I graduated with my bachelor in accounting and biology, the border was closed in Tonga, and I couldn't go back home. It was closed for its own citizens too. So being stranded here, I was thinking maybe I should go, for higher education. And so I applied here to University of Utah. They have like a partnership scholarship with BYU Hawaii, and that was a big determining factor because I was a student who barely afford, to go to school. So that's how I ended up here at University of Utah. I graduated with my MAcc just this past May 2023, and so I'm so grateful where accounting has led me to.
Neat. So when you were in the program, obviously you have to make choices about sort of the tracks, right? So we have our 3 tracks. Can you talk a little bit about how you chose the track you did?
I was in the industry track, and the reason why I chose industry, having mentioned I was an international student and I didn't know where my visas would take me, so I was thinking long term, if I end up going to Tonga or anywhere else in the world, which one would be most applicable to me? And so thinking tax, like things change in tax all the time, and it's only applicable in the US. I don't think if I go home I can do tax returns for people at home.
Sure.
And then there was audit, and again with audit too, like it has things like very specific to the US. So industry, was my last bit, and I was thinking, doesn't matter where I end up in the industry, the skills you learn in that track would help me, and so that's how I ended up in industry.
I love it. So interesting though, right? Because you chose the industry track, and now you're working for Tanner. And can you talk a little bit about how sort of what you learned in that industry track is applying to what you're doing for Tanner?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why I really love the MAcc program here at the U. It's the flexibility, like having it, you choose your own classes that you think will be applicable to you and like where your pathway is taking you. And so although I was taking a lot of industry track, the electives, I took it from the audit side, because I was having that plan B. If I end up here in the US, I have some kind of exposure to audit or know how to somewhat do audit. And so that's exactly what I did. Like with the help of my academic advisor, I have expressed that interest to her, Lachelle Mann, and she helped me, choose electives that will help me if I choose to be in the audit side. So even though like I have the official track as industry, it didn't necessarily mean like, oh, I didn't take some audit classes. So the transition to doing audit was just fine because I felt like all the classes has helped me prepare me to, I guess I would say in industry, it helped me understand, the type of industry we're auditing, but then my auditing classes is helping me know how to actually do my job.
Yes, I love it. So you made mention of Lachelle and student services. Can you talk a little bit about sort of the outside of the classroom opportunities that you pursued while you were here?
Oh, they are awesome. One of the things I love about them is that they're not only caring about your degree, like having to get a degree and, you know, be done from here. Like, they look for opportunities for you to network. Like, every week you see different businesses coming into, like, the School of Business building and tabling events, and we have to meet the professionals. And I felt like those are the most crucial events in your career, because at the end of the day, you're getting a degree to hopefully get a job, land a job, and being able to have that connection while you're in school was very important to me personally. And just a lot of different emotional support they provide for you, especially if you're like struggling through school or you're just ready to give up. They have like little drop-in lunches or little events like that that I felt like kind of help you carry you to the next, you know, next day, and then like you keep going that way. So I think, in my opinion and in my experience, like the student services does a really wonderful job of just reaching out to students, not like caring for them in their time as a student, but also looking long term for their career purposes.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly are focused on trying to build a community, right? Both with the faculty and the staff and the students, right? Because that's really where things go. All right, so here's the hardest one then.
Yes.
So what is your favorite part of having come to the U?
Do we have all day today? It depends how much time I have.
Just one.
I would say, oh, that's hard.
Yeah, I told you it was the hardest one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I love
So let's rephrase it. So something that you experienced here that you think you'll take with you for the rest of your life.
I would say, like, going off of what you said, it's like the community feel like that you have in the university. Just the friends, the professors. Like, I love when I see that, like, they're not just there to teach you like the lessons or whatever they prepared, but they have you in their best interests and like looking long term. And for me right now, although I graduated from here, I still feel like I'm part of the community. And if I need like a letter of reference, I can reach out to any professor and they would do it like without hesitant. And so that's one of the things I love about here is like the networking opportunity you have to build those relationships that you have with everyone. And I mean, it's coming full circle. Like, I'm here today because as an alumni, but then I make all those friends that help me land a job or help refer me somewhere else. And so I like that opportunity to build that network. It's not just like for personal reasons, but also for your professional careers and things like that.
You are part of the community.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.